What's good everyone, I hope you're fine today. In today's video we are going to talk about something that every producers want to know. What is the best way to sell beats online? There are so many platforms and strategies out there, but I'm here to help you cut through the noise and show you what works in 2024, and this will also be applicable in 2025. So if you're serious about turning your beats into a full-time business, then stay tuned, this one is for you. So as this channel is completely new, let me explain who I am and where I come from. So I am Norma, I'm a full-time producer and I'm also the manager of a world team called the Navigators Crew, and we're actually making it on BeatStars by having a certified account, selling a lot of beats every week. And with my team, I've also made some big placement in France, which is the country where I come from. You might heard it with my accent, I'm sorry for that. But we've been certified gold, platinum and double platinum. And also I have a channel in France that has helped a lot of producers to sell beats, to make placements, and I wanted to extend that on the international way. So this is why I'm here today, trying to show you some gems and help you a little bit if I can. So I hope you will enjoy this video. So for this first video, we're going to try to make it short, but I need to start by talking about platforms. There is a lot of platforms actually existing in the world. There is BeatStars, there is Airbit, Tracktrain, Soundee, there is tons of platforms. The best platform, in my own opinion, if you're trying to sell beats, is actually BeatStars. It has been created and it's in place since 2008, and it's actually the best marketplace for beat selling. And by best marketplace, what I mean is there is a lot of users and artists that just come on BeatStars trying to search for beats and actually buy them. Just like they would do on YouTube, there is this huge audience that is making it on BeatStars as well. They are not doing that on any other platforms because BeatStars is the hugest one, and I've tried other platforms and their marketplace are unfortunately empty. So I think, in my own opinion, if you are just starting or if you are struggling to actually make some sales, just take BeatStars because there is a marketplace right there with people trying to buy. It's always better to have one platform with a marketplace that just rely on YouTube potential traffic. But that being said, if you are already in place and you want some more information on the other platforms, I think Soundee is a very good platform because it just has very good integration in terms of marketing, which is a huge topic. We're going to talk about marketing on this channel, I promise. But Soundee is a strong and solid candidate for integration in terms of marketing. Then the other platforms are just different in terms of, designs, etc. But they're all doing pretty much the same. So in my own opinion, to conclude, BeatStars is the place to go because there is already a huge amount of traffic. Obviously, every platform has their pros and cons, but if you're not sure, anything is better than testing. You can ask them to have a coupon code, you can try to search for one, but testing is actually the best thing you can do just to be sure about what you do. Next, let's talk about branding. This is actually a big one that a lot of producers are actually missing. You need to stand out and have, potentially in terms of sound selection, something unique that represents your brand or your universe. You need to have consistent visuals, it means you should have the same logos on every social medias, obviously, but you also need to have your signature in terms of covered art for your beats, whether it's on BeatStars or YouTube. It's very important to try to have your own signature in terms of visuals that will, make you unique, that people would be able to recognize and say, hey, it's that guy because of the visuals. That's a big difference, and this is called branding. This is very important. Branding, it's not only visuals, it's also how you showcase what you are doing, what you're working on, etc. Create content that showcases your music. It's very important. Trying to make some, reels, shorts on YouTube, TikTok if you have times to do so. Try to make people wanting to engage with you, ask you questions, be passionate with what you are doing. One other thing that is very important is trying to collaborate with some artists, producers, and even some influencers in the world that will be able to showcase your music and your name. Anyway, make sure that your audience recognize your sound and your style. This is how you create a loyal fan base that will keep coming back. Now let's move on to promotion and marketing. Making a fire beats, it's only half the battle. The real challenge is getting in front of the right audience. So how you do that? There is some key strategies. Social media, and moreover, social media marketing is the best thing you can consider to develop everything. You can use Instagram posts, Reels, YouTube Shorts, TikToks to actually drive traffic from what you are doing to build your audience and drive traffic to your sales page, so your pro page or the marketplace of BeatStars, depending on what account you use. YouTube type beats, even if there is a very high amount of competition, it's the place to consider as well, in addition to the marketplace of the beat selling platform you're using, because it's a very easy way to get discovered. Even if you have a lot of videos that make only a few amount of views, it's a few amount of views in addition to all the few amount of views you've made in the past. that will slowly build your audience. One other thing that I would say should be mandatory is having an email list. You should have an email list to trying to contact every people that are already engaged with you, whether it's from free downloads on BeatStars or subscription page on your website. No matter where it comes from, this is mandatory. With that, you can actually give some tips to the artists that are following you, and then you can actually make some flash sales or stuff like that to make them buy the beats in the end. Free download is going to be a huge important thing. We will have a dedicated video about that. Stay tuned. One other thing about promotion is the paid ads. This is something you should consider if you're already making some revenue, and only if you know what you are doing, because paying some ads could actually lead to just waste your money. Remember, consistent promotion is the key. You have your social media, YouTube to make it the free way, and you want to be always in front of the potential buyers. Now let's talk about pricing and licensing. How much should you be charging, with what contracts, etc. Once again, about that we'll make a very dedicated video on this subject, but for now what you need to know is that there is two kind of license. There is the non-exclusive ones, which means you can sell the same beat multiple times to multiple people at a lower price, between 10 and $100 and this is great for what we call the volume sales. On the other side, there is the exclusive license, which are different, because if you sell something as an exclusive, the beat will be removed from your catalog. So what it means is that if you sell these beats exclusively, it will be gone forever, but you will charge a higher price. Usually the price are starting between 200s and 300s at the lower price, and it can go up to thousands of dollars regarding, who is buying. One thing you need to have in mind when selling exclusive is that you're actually giving the artist the full rights on the beat. Be strategic with your pricing, look at what the other producers are doing, start a little bit lower if you're just getting into the game, and as your brand grows, then you can raise your price a little bit. Just before we wrap up, just one last thing, which is additional tips. Consistency is the key. Keep uploading beats regularly every day if you can. Try to be patient as well, this is very important. If you're trying to test like a specific niche of beats, wait some weeks, even some months just to see if it works, and then try to adapt your strategy. But if you try and then in 1 week you say, fuck, I need to stop that because it's not working, then you're missing a lot, because something can be developed and happened a long moment after, like weeks after, even some month after. So if you want to test some niche, you're not sure about your style, etc., experiment that for a minimum duration just to be sure about the results. Very important, try to network with the artists. Building relationship is very important, especially with up-and-coming artists that will need beats on a very regular basis. Finally, stay up to date, because the beat selling game, it's always changing. There is some new price strategy, the new bulk discounts and strategy of terms of price. You need to feel this interest as an entrepreneur to check how it's evolving and how you can ingest that and adapt this to your actual catalog and your strategy. Alright, that's it for today and for this first video. I hope you find it helpful. This is only the beginning. I will try to make as much as possible videos to try to help you in your own business. I will make a lot of videos in that style, trying to help you with some tips, some tutorials about what you should do to make your business growing, but also some music video with my guitar, my MPC, etc. So stay tuned and don't forget to subscribe, it will help me, you know the story. Like this video and comment by telling me what you want to learn, what tutorials you want to see, and I will make a video on the subject you need. See you next time, peace.